Hey guys, Chris from Flow Brackets. Now today we're working on a Genesis GV70. This is a facelift model and also the Signature Sport. I'm going to show you how to get rid of this oversized plastic box to shrink it down with our one of two plinth delete kits, and I'll show you how they work. Let's get into it. So how this works is our miniature plinth is designed to replace the factory box, so that way you get rid of all the ugly plastic that's the wrong size. There's two different options. One goes back in the same factory hole. We've got a lower mount which goes down here. I'll show you how to install both so you can choose which one suits you best. The first thing you want to do is just take off your number plate, screws in the corner. There's a few screws behind it which holds the factory plinth on. Take that out and you're ready for the next step. So we've got the factory mounting box off. These are quite big. We're going to replace it with one of two miniature plinth. We've got an upper and a lower. Let me explain both. So we've got the upper. Now this just goes back into the factory hole that's in the car. We'll give you a screw which is black, and then your number plate can go on. Pretty much in the same position. You can adjust it up and down, or you can use our lower mount. So this one clips into the grill, and you do need to drill two tiny holes down the bottom to hold it in place. But that way you get to mount your number plate nice and low, and it doesn't obscure the grill at all. What I'll do is I'll probably install this one first. I'll do a bit of a mock because the customer is going for the upper mount. I'll show you what it looks like. Before we do, let's talk about the brackets. Now let's talk about brackets, because our system is a two-part mounting system. So first, you need to choose the plinth that matches the car, which we have. Now we're going to choose a bracket that matches the number plate style. So what that means is, let's say for example, we'll install these heritage plates. This is a 6 character. So I've got a 6 character heritage plate to match. If you're installing Euros, grab a Euro bracket and so forth. So what we'll do is I'll mock up the plinth. I'll install the custom signature plate, and I've got a signature bracket here, and I'll show you how that works. So with the lower mount, it's pretty simple to install. All you gotta do is locate into place. Now this is self-locating part because there are clips and all the curves will match the contour of the cars perfectly. So just push that in place. It'll stay in the middle. Grab myself a colored marker. I've got a gold one so that we can see the hole or the dot that I make. All you gotta do is go underneath, marker the hole, take it back off, and drill it out with a tiny drill bit. I've got a 3mm. Just drill up the 2 small holes, put the part back on, and you can tighten it using your screws provided into the same hole that you've made. And then you're ready to put on the bracket. So I've got the plinth on. I'm going to mount a slimline bracket so I can mount the customer's slimline plate, and the bracket will bolt onto the brass thread. Just got to take out the bolts first, and then your plate can go on. I'm just going to quickly mention that if you are running any taller plates, let's say a Euro or anything bigger, such as a JDM or standard, it's not recommended to do a low mount, only because these plates, they're quite tall. You're either going to interfere with the sensor, or it's going to hang too low and you're going to run into problems when going up and down driveways. So I'll probably only recommend the low mount for slimline plates in this sort of size. So this is what the lower mount looks like. I've just mocked it up. I haven't actually drilled into the customer's car to give you an idea what it looks like. Just remember, if you've got taller plates, you probably go for the upper mount, which I'll go through now, and I'll show you how to get that done. Now let's talk about upper mount. This is very, very easy to install because the holes are already existing from the factory box. All you gotta do is grab the screw out of the pack, line it up with the holes, and drive your screw back in the same hole, and you're ready to move on to the bracket. So this plinth is a self-locating part as well. We've designed all the shape of the grill into the part, so there's no guesswork. We've even pocketed out just in case there's any excess material from when the screw was put in originally. Just flip it around, line it up, it only goes in one way, the screw goes in. I just want to point out one thing. If you do have a smaller plate, now Victoria has a couple, there's one in New South Wales, they're quite narrow. This is going to cover the plinth, so that way you don't have heaps of excess plastic There's a very small compromise. If you look very closely, you can see the factory hole, but we have given you a black bolt. So from afar, you're not gonna notice at all. So with that out the way, I'll get our signature bracket on to suit our signature plate, and I'll show you what it looks like when completed. Installation is simple. Just line up one of the many slots with any of the brass thread. You can line it up any height that you like. I think we're just gonna go with that one there. To install the plate's easy, just line the 4 corner holes with the brackets and put your screws in. If you're using covers, put the cover over the plate first and get the longest screws in the pack and put it all the way through and tighten it. We're going to use our optional screws. Now these are security screws, which comes with the key, which makes theft a lot harder. The back of the car has your standard Japanese holes. So if you've got a normal slimline plate, the holes on the plate already in line with the car, it becomes a straight bolt-on, bracket not needed. If you're running a European plate, they don't have holes in the top unless you drill them out yourself. So in that case, you've got 2 options. You either stick it directly to the car, which isn't ideal because when it comes to removing the plate, you're going to damage the plate and damage the car. So you can grab yourself a European bracket, which has the Japanese holes, and you can stick for that instead. The kit also comes with some accessories which you mount it the way that you want it. So with this car, it's nice and easy. We've just got your normal Victorian slimlines. I'm just gonna bolt it on with some hardware and the covers can go on. And that's how you get rid of the big oversized plastic box that you get factory from the car and replace it with our delete kit, which is made of 2 parts. One, plinth to suit the car, and a bracket to suit your normal plate style. And there are 2 mounting options, upper and a lower. Just remember, if you've got a tall plate, stick with the upper mount because you don't want the plate hanging too low. So I hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.